Okay.
Okay.
Well, since we're starting, why don't we start out with a song or two? 'Cause
Okay, I'll leave my
This is Fake Bodies,
Yes.
and they're going to play us a song. What's the name of the song?
That one was
No,
okay. This
we
one.
don't have the
Next one.
whole
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
Next one.
This is 7 into 21 because
7
7
into
times
21.
3 equals 21.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
All right. Let's see how this translates to the cajon. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I just wanted to see how much it would take for me to give up when you're not with me. It's sad but true. Got nothing else to do. It's not my fault that I think about you. I just wanted to see how much it would take for me to give up when you're not with me. It's sad but true. Got nothing else to do. It's not my fault that I think about you. But I gotta stay healthy. Addiction runs in my family. I know it's not that easy. You should know. I stay inside my room, staring at the wall, stretching my lungs out so I can feel tall. Like 7 into 21, I got 3 things to do. Breathe in, breathe out, and think of you. I took a Tylenol PM at 5 a.m. So sorry if I acted dumb, it's 'cause I am entitled to the dumb shit I do, just to see if what the doctors say is true. But I gotta stay healthy. Addiction runs in my family. I know it's not that easy. You should know. I stay inside my room, staring at the walls, stretching my lungs out so I can feel tall. Like 7 into 21, I got 3 things to do. Breathe in, breathe out, and think of you. And I can't stop shaking, 'cause I'm missing my baby. And I won't stop shaking, so I'll just stay inside my room, staring at the walls, stretching my lungs out so I can feel tall. Like 7 into 21, I got 3 things to do. And breathe in, breathe out, and think of you. It's all I do. Breathe in, breathe out, and think of you. It's all I do. Breathe in, breathe out, and think of.
Wow, that's great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is WERA 96.7. 96.7? I think it's 96.7. StageCraft. And we are here with Fake Bodies. Would you go around and introduce yourselves?
Well, hello. Rihanna, you go first because you're the leader.
Hi, my name is Rihanna Stark, like the singer. And I am the singer, and I play guitar as well.
My name is Theo York. I am the drummer and percussion expert of Fake Bodies.
I am Ben Lazo. I play bass and I sing sometimes.
You just did.
Yeah,
Yes.
he did.
Terrific.
Very well. Yes.
That's great. Yeah, that's terrific. Well, how long you guys been together?
Fake Bodies as a whole has changed members quite a bit.
Since I think Fake Bodies originated, I believe, in 2014.
Ooh, that
Yeah. It's been a minute. I've wanted to change the band name, and they've elected no.
It's such a good band name.
It is.
Thanks.
It is creative and it's unique.
Yeah, but it's the idea of a high schooler.
How'd you
Essentially.
get that name?
Me and my friend Coffee, who also used to play drums, we were watching Night of the Living Dead, and because I've never seen it before, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta watch it." And so we watched it, and then there's this scene where there's just a pile of fake bodies, and so, because there's just all the dead bodies, and so it's like that's a lot of fake bodies, and I thought it's a cool name.
Yep.
Neat.
It's a very cool name.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
But I believe Theo came along in 2017.
I think close to that,
Yeah, and then Ben came along, I think a year later. But I knew him since.
Early 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Of course, Theo's the expert, so
Yeah.
you know,
I
Just
prefer to
percussion,
be-
You're
purely
in.
percussion. Sure.
And piano.
and
yeah, I'm
piano.
classically trained a little bit.
Oh, nice.
A little
Nice.
bit.
Well,
Okay.
piano's percussion, right?
Technically, yes.
Yes, technically, yes.
And a
That's
stringed
fact-
instrument.
It's a
That's one of the
string, yeah.
many facts that I like about the piano too, actually.
Yeah.
Is that technically it's a percussion instrument, so I can say that I'm classically trained on percussion.
Sure.
When I am not.
Do keyboards ever work into the musical aesthetic, or
We
not?
put like
Not
one
really?
keyboard line in one song on the albums,
We
only
put
during
several,
recording.
Several keyboards.
Really, maybe two, right?
Yeah, I think for like 2 or 3 songs you
Yeah,
put some
2 or
keys.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's purely on recordings. We've never tried to incorporate like a keyboard into a live performance.
Yeah.
Although that would be fun. That's just more stuff to haul.
If only you
Well,
had
how
another
would-
set of arms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone else would have to play
Or
drums.
if
If only
obviously.
you were an octopus.
That's true.
Yeah, that's it. Where you guys played?
Well, our most recent tour.
Yeah. Well, our most recent tour was. We started off
We went
In
south
Richmond.
first.
Yeah,
we had to go down.
in Richmond, and then we went to.
We drove straight.
And then we went to Baltimore or Pasadena, Maryland, technically, and then
yeah,
New
Yeah,
York,
that's right.
That was
and
fun.
then
I almost-
Brooklyn, New York, and then Buffalo,
New York,
and
which
then
is right next to Brooklyn.
we went to Canada.
We had a detour, yeah.
Canada was beautiful.
That's a big tour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah.
But it was fun.
It was
My
fun.
dad let me borrow.
We didn't play in Canada. We just looked across the border. Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
We didn't get booked in Canada. It was just
No,
like
we got booked in Buffalo.
yeah, it was like 4th of
Yeah.
July. We were like, let's leave the country and
Yeah.
so,
We tried to do the most American thing we could think of.
and
Yeah.
leave, and we just left.
Tour followed your latest album release.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
That was back in June, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, 6'9" actually.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool. And are you still touring, supporting that, or you got back and you're just are you gonna start the cycle over? And just
I wouldn't call it so much a tour, but we're playing a lot of shows right now. I nicknamed it Fake Fall just because to not make it sort of like official, just like for whatever reason we booked a lot of shows in October. So
Good.
Yeah, so I just
DC?
yeah, we're playing the DC. We're playing at the Pocket the 16th, which is this Sunday. I believe it's the 16th, whatever day is this Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, this may not be before. you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be
This won't
in
Yeah.
the
have
future.
town, but if you
And
can tell
that's
us where you're
good.
playing in February,
Yeah.
we're all over
Yeah,
it.
you must have an agent.
I wish.
Rihanna does hard work like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're booking
No,
all
she
these
does
gigs.
everything.
Yeah.
That is a lot
Yeah.
of work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very DIY.
Yeah.
It's extremely but it's fun.
Yeah, yeah, it's really rewarding, especially at moments like this. But when it's not so rewarding, meaning when it's become stressful, you just have to remember there is a reason. So
Yeah, at the end of the
shows,
day,
pretty
you're
much.
doing what you love.
yeah.
The show, you get love at the shows, so you.
Sometimes we get hit. No, but-
What?
No, that's a lie. I don't think
yeah,
we try to be
Guys.
kind people.
yeah, we try to be kind people.
Whether you like our sound or not, it's a different
Yeah,
story.
it's
but we try
always-
to be good people.
Yeah, it's always fun playing to a crowd that's never heard you before.
You got
Yeah.
great energy. You really,
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, and tightness too. I mean, it just seems like you're accenting all the right things, which is
Mhm.
a big things. In my mind, that seems to move the song along very nicely.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all Rihanna.
thanks.
Rihanna writes pretty much everything that we do.
Yeah, but it's good to have them because they veto my bad ideas.
Yeah, that's true. We keep her on the straight and
Like
narrow.
proudly, yeah.
Yeah, she'll come with us with a song idea on guitar and vocals, like have it
Yeah.
all mapped out. She'll have like, all right, this is kind of what I want right here. This is kind of what I want right here, and then Theo and I will do
This
the
does
things
not make
that
sense musically.
Yeah.
do the things that we need to do.
Let's
We'll
change it up.
right over top of it. We'll give her
Yeah.
ideas. We'll go back and forth between ideas.
It works out because one of my favorite songs off of this album is probably "Little Ladies," and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
like when Rihanna first brought that idea to us.
I wrote.
It got vetoed hard.
Okay,
It went through a lot.
in
of
my
changes.
defense, I wrote that when I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
Aw.
Okay,
But
it was just a
still.
chorus, but then I kept
What a glow up.
changing the
Yeah,
I
they
kept
really
changing the
went through
chords
it.
and all of that because literally, so we were talking about how Fake Bodies. I had some lineups. Every single lineup did not like that song because they were like, "Man, this song kind of sucks." I was like, oh. So I'm like, "Well, I'm giving it these chords. How about these chords? How about these chords?" And then we finally, I forgot how we came to the idea, but we had 2 different songs, and then I just sort of combined them. It's like let's just make one a bridge
It
because
was
they
a-
both kind of grew
A
together.
very big metamorphosis. It's
Yeah.
now very beautiful. So it like headline leads the album. Right, it's the first song.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We also opened up with it the whole tour, and
Yeah.
we've recently switched up the set list a little bit, but
It's
we-
still a very strong opener.
it's a very strong opener.
Oh, so that's the
Great
one you
song.
open up with mainly.
That's the
Yeah.
whole tour is what that's what we
Okay.
ended up with. Yeah.
Could you do that? Could you play that so our listeners could hear
Yeah.
Sure.
what
Yeah.
you choose
That's a great
to
sample.
start
Sure.
your sets with?
We,
Well,
we
I-
didn't plan on it,
Yeah.
but we would love to.
Yeah.
This one has not been practiced acoustically.
Okay. So are you prepping us for some looseness?
Creative liberties.
Some
yeah.
sloppy bodies.
Little creative liberties.
It's okay. The show's very organic. We love
Yes.
Get back in there. All right. Deep
Okay.
breath.
It's Fake Bodies, everyone. Fake Bodies.
Come on, come on, come on. Is it my responsibility to not be your victim? My white knight's armor, it ain't clean. What makes you think you're any different? Tell me what little ladies do. Ask me if I give a damn. If you think I'm acting rude, just because I'm acting like a man, tell me here. Tell me here. Tell me here. Tell me here. Your masculinity, it's lacking confidence, and you don't
I could see why you opened with that for sure.
Thank
Yeah, I mean that
Yeah,
definitely
gets
is.
the room all worked up.
Mhm. This is WERA 96.7. I think it's 96.7. StageCraft. And we are here with Fake Bodies. Would you? Absolutely.
Were those your original lyrics?
Back out.
For the
There we go.
chorus, yes. The whole "Tell me what little lies do," asked me if I gave a damn. Yeah, and the verses sort of changed over time, but it still kept the same, sort of attitude, I guess. Yeah.
It's a pretty cool thing to come up with at 16.
Thanks.
You were much cooler 16-year-old than I was or knew of any. That's really awesome.
Thank you.
That is great. It
Thanks.
really is great. It sounds. I mean, you guys are definitely that pulsating rhythm works real nicely.
That's all done, yeah.
Well, no, but it's all three of you playing together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Theo may be conducting the whole thing because he's the expert, of course.
Yes.
Percussion expert. You ready?
But it sounds nice. Really is good.
Thank you.
It means a lot.
Thanks a
Especially
lot.
coming from Don.
Yeah, especially because I remember, I think 7 minutes ago, right, Ben? Ben asked me, he's like, "Hey, are we playing Little Ladies?" And I said, "God, no, that sounds awful acoustic." And I said,
We
"No."
did have that conversation.
Yeah, and I was like, "Why would we?"
And it's gonna be on radio. It
Yeah.
sounds
Yes.
fantastic. Really
Excellent.
is. Yeah.
Thank
very
you.
much.
You guys are,
Thanks.
I think, you're your own worst critic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you have to be if you want to keep
Mhm.
improving and getting better and writing new stuff.
Yeah.
How does a band pick a good starter song?
Crowd reaction.
But the crowd hasn't reacted to anything yet.
Oh, I was gonna say trial and error.
Yeah,
I
we played
definitely
a
say
lot of
energy.
shows.
Yeah, like, or at least go to a lot of shows. You know, the way I look at it is, because oftentimes, before this album, we used to open up for like with Bad Bacteria,
Yeah.
which is an older song of ours, but it's just loud
It still
and
goes hard, yeah.
yeah, and energetic. So sort of like, okay, if you were getting up to use the bathroom, or if you like were just waiting for the other band, you might stick around long enough to be like, huh, okay, It's just hopefully that it sort of sticks in your head,
Yeah. Yeah. So it's got to be something that
Hooks you.
jolts them.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
High energy, a little catchy.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Usually
Energy
you go
for sure.
Yeah, the energy is a big thing we try to.
Yeah,
start and end
exactly.
the
Yeah,
show
you don't.
strong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to let everybody know that you're tired.
Yeah, we take a little break in the middle with some of the slower ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if there's, you're part of a lineup
Mm-hmm.
and, people like, okay, I'll stick around for this show, as a courtesy, and then you hit them with that. You're like, okay, I'm ordering another drink, I'm sticking around.
Right,
And,
yeah,
That's
mhm.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's how my mind works.
No. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Those shows. That's great.
Hmm.
Are most of your songs kind of like that, like upbeat, or do you have some really down tempo?
She does have some down tempo songs. They just don't really make it onto like the live sets.
Yeah. For that
much.
reason. Yeah.
For that reason, yeah.
Yeah.
Like she writes a variety of
Yeah.
different styles, but most
Mhm.
of the higher energy stuff is what makes it through the filter.
We do have two though that we don't usually play live. Actually, we've never played live, but we thought that they would be fit well for this kind of setting. So
Yeah.
The ones that
Really?
we gave
Yeah.
a once over before,
Yeah.
and they didn't have my cajon, so I used the back end of an acoustic guitar.
Mine.
Which also worked really
No,
well.
Very
it was my
nice.
acoustic.
Yours
I have my
too.
own. I beat it up.
What's the name of it?
That's a good question. What is the name of the song you prepared for this?
Isn't it obvious?
Yeah. Isn't it obvious?
Isn't it obvious? Do you feel like
We
playing
can
it?
sure you can do that.
Do we feel like? Isn't it obvious? Y'all wanna play it?
Yeah, we can play it.
Sure.
Sure.
Sounds
Ben
good.
says it'll fit right on
Yeah.
the surroundings.
Yeah,
He's
I
already
thought so. I
teased
mean, yeah.
We don't want to go off, whatever all the stuff you plan on playing. We really don't want to upset. them.
Highway
It's too
Stairway to
late, so we
Heaven.
might as well keep
But we're
playing.
interested.
Oh,
we're
man.
we're in it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven. I love that.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. There. All right.
This one's definitely a bit more, bit slower.
Mhm. I made it. I designed it for my grandparents specifically.
Oh, really?
So something
For
that they would
grandparents. song.
tolerate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, you're gonna have to start. I'll come in. I'll leave.
So someone you love will make it true. There's no better reason to live than loving you. I know you'll always listen, so let me say, even if I think it's evident, I'll tell you anyway. Isn't it obvious I love you every day? Like the sky stays true, I love you in every way. Isn't it obvious I love you every day? Like the sky stays true, I love you in every way. Not everyone is perfect, not everything is like you. Not everything is worth it, and that's okay too. I know you'll always listen, so let me say, even if I think it's evident, I'll tell you anyway. Isn't it obvious I love you every day? Like the sky stays true, I love you in every way. Isn't it obvious I love you every day? Like the sky stays true, I love you in every way. Thank you.
Nice.
What did Grandma say?
Yeah, I could see it. It's got kind of a folky
Yeah.
type
Did it go over well?
feel.
Yeah, it did.
Good.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
This is WERA 96.7. I think it's 96.7. StageCraft. And we are here with Fake Bodies. That is neat.
It's got I love you.
Yeah, yeah. It took me like forever to try to get them figure out how to play it, you know. So I just ended up flying down, and then just like here.
Check this song out.
Yeah, yeah,
We put it on my iPod.
yeah. Precisely.
Yeah. But you've got lots more songs.
I mean, we
Three
do.
albums worth?
Yeah.
We specifically have 3
No.
albums.
Yeah.
We've,
Three
I've,
albums.
No.
I've played the last
Yeah.
2 albums.
Oh,
Ben's
yeah.
2
played
albums and an
this-
EP.
Full album,
Yeah.
right? Just the last one.
The last one, yeah.
So you got quite a bit to choose from when you play live.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's just a matter of what we rehearse, what we choose, what we're feeling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
How we're trying to present ourselves.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What different situations did like as far as presentation to yourself, or presenting yourself? You know, like are some You have matching jackets and ties.
We used to be floral bodies for like a
We
hot
were
minute.
floral bodies for a minute, yeah. We were
Yeah.
just wearing Hawaiian shirts, and that was back in
Really?
the days.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then for a tour we did fanny bodies, which
Yeah.
we just wore
Bandy bodies.
fanny. So we just
As
wore
in,
fanny
like,
packs.
fanny packs.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So we matched in certain ways. I don't think we've ever
No, wait,
communicated a uniform.
Wait a minute. Just fanny packs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Are
it's
you
subtle.
serious?
It's like
Yeah.
subtle, you know.
Very subtle.
Okay.
Not a knowledge.
Yeah,
No,
we're
we're
like, well, the fanny pack is very nice. It's very convenient
Oh,
at
it's
shows
so
because you can
convenient.
hold like earplugs in one pocket, and then you can hold like, the
Wallet,
tape recorder in the
keys,
other
everything
pocket
you
when you
need.
want to record the
Some
show.
candy.
And
Sure.
Big Body's
and then you have
fully
money in the other
endorses these
pocket
things.
Right.
for merch. It's very handy, and I had recently bought one, so we all three decided that we were going to all bring our fanny packs to the tour.
I've recently embraced them as well because for
They're making a comeback.
punk
It's a
shows,
travel
you gotta
essential.
you want to have your phone, you want to have your essentials, but you want your hands free.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I turned
yes.
it on my side, thinking, oh, that's got to be a little cooler, but really just who cares?
Yeah.
If
They
you want to
really
be
are
cool,
great.
if you want to be like cool with a fanny pack, you've got to put it like across your chest.
That's true.
That's
true.
how. At least that's how I wear
Really
it.
just swing it over a shoulder?
One
Yeah.
shouldering it. Now
Yeah,
that would be a
'cause that's-
ballsy
Any
approach.
way you
That's
I've never
wear it,
tried
it's
that.
cool, honestly.
You can
Across your-
sling it across your chest
Yeah.
and like open it up, and then you
Bandolier
can sling it on your
style.
back,
Yeah.
and
That's
then
totally
have this thing on your front, and
Yeah,
They're very-
yeah, you know.
you can take my word for
It's
it.
like yeah, okay. I'm trying to imagine. I'm trying to lose the imagination. Yeah.
It's actually
Wow.
a thing in like high fashion, so I think that's
Mhm, yeah.
it's really cool and useful.
And I hate purses too, so it's always
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean purses. I don't.
I envy men's pants. I think there needs to be a revolution because they have deeper
Oh, I'm
pockets.
so
Right.
happy.
Or
I
as
just got a
designers
pair
think,
next to
oh,
me.
woman, you don't need things.
Right.
You don't need accessories.
Oh, but the
why
fanny
you have the
pack goes
purse.
further
Yeah,
though.
things
Yeah.
fall out of that
Yeah,
color
for-
It's all a
box.
marketing ploy. Anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
100%.
And I
They
will-
worked. It's all like one
Mm-mm.
person.
And I bought a fanny. I beat the system.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, I understand totally because like women's pants, the pockets are
They're
like
fake
not meant to
most
put
of the
anything
time.
in.
No, not at all.
So often. They're
Or like an
fake.
inch deep, if that.
Yeah, I wear my finances jeans and I feel like empowered.
Your finances.
Yeah, my
Jean's
fiance's.
fiance.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
A little bit of
That's
wordplay
nice.
there for you
Yeah.
folks.
Because I think it's stupid to spell out fiance. So I'm like, finance, fine.
My finance.
Good.
I'm convinced that if you create your own spell, it has a greater effect on your life. But very many people don't have the confidence to do this as beginners. So I think a simple spell is to light the flame of a candle and to sprinkle a circle of salt around the area that holds the candle and you. And then write down on a piece of paper what it is you want to accomplish in a very simple statement, maybe a sentence or two, and then burn this in the flame of the candle, all the while concentrating very dynamically upon the effect of the flame. And when you have burned this to an ash, then you know that what you want is about to come your way. The main purpose in the practice of witchcraft is to generate within yourself a very high level of energy that will then carry you successfully through all situations. So the main point is to psych yourself up and reach some kind of an emotional, physical, intellectual high. And this is done through a very rigid, disciplined method of performing a ritual. The people who say they are witches, and there are very many thousands of them in the United States, may or may not be witches. That I don't know. I haven't gone through any spiritual.
This is WERA 96.7. I think it's 96.7. StageCraft, and we are here with Fake Bodies. Would you
So do you change your set list depending on does the venue itself, the type of venue figure into your choice, like, as opposed to, I don't know, if
Not
it's an edgy place or not, or
I would say a
Not
little
really.
bit.
I mean,
'Cause
for
on
this we chose
tour,
more acoustic. Yeah.
When we're on tour, we pick a set list and stick with it, so we don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes
But
sense.
when we weren't doing shows as much, we would kind of discuss a general set list beforehand. But like since we've been doing so many shows, when you do that many shows in a row, we usually just pick one set list, stick with it, practice the hell out of it, and then just keep
Right.
going,
Mhm.
banging that out. Yeah.
Yeah, but if we're at practice and we're like, oh, I'm just feeling this song, so we'll go over it.
We recently
Yeah.
changed it since the tour.
Yeah.
Now we're on the
Mhm.
second iteration of the set list this year.
Mhm.
It's usually a yearly thing.
Mhm.
At least in the past, that's how it's been.
That makes it easy, though.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, you're all set up, have all the effects and things like that.
Efficient bodies.
Exactly.
Efficiency.
Yeah,
Efficient.
Brianna will have her
There you go.
notes out on one of the set lists, and
Mhm.
that's very important for her to have, so she knows like when to say something in the
Yeah.
middle of a
Yeah.
set, or
Yeah, because I'm the
when to
asshole who
tune.
forgets to say thank you.
Oh,
So sometimes, yeah.
that'd be easy to do. I mean.
Yeah, it's.
spotlight.
Mhm.
But other than thank you, how do you deal with the time between the songs?
Well, we tune, and then there's.
Oh yeah, doesn't everyone?
Yeah. And sometimes I'll introduce the song, or say, usually like if they need a drink of water or whatever, then I'll just start talking. I'll start making stupid jokes. Most of them puns on bodies.
Sometimes I'll also like just go into like a little groove that's based on the root notes of
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
song. While like she's tuning, or we'll groove on some, like Theo and I will groove on something
Yeah.
while
Once in a while.
she's getting water or something.
Especially
So
during technical
Nice.
difficulties.
Yeah, we
always
mostly
bring up
hydrate
technical
between
difficulties.
Yeah.
the songs.
it's important.
Yeah, I'm sure you can give a gospel rap, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think it might be a good thing to add.
I'll think of
So like
something.
fill the space. Like, oh, we need a 45-minute set. Ours is only 38 minutes. We can do 7 minutes over that.
Are they usually
Gospel.
the same length?
Most of our shows are late requests, like 30 to 40 minute sets.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
That's
okay.
usually what we plan for. We have like a 30, 35 minute set.
Cool.
It's a little high energy, so we space it out a little bit by having her talk between
Yeah.
songs.
And also because of the genre, most of our songs aren't that long.
Yeah. Pretty short and powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 to
Just
3
like
minutes.
Rihanna.
But do you feel like you need to keep the energy up throughout the whole set, or do you sort of?
Well,
Yeah, a little
because it's
dynamic.
only a 30-minute set, yes, I do.
Mhm.
I think if it's like maybe like a 50 or a 50 minutes to an hour set, then I'd be like, yeah, okay, slow things down. One, because eventually the crowd's gonna get tired, but we're gonna get
I'll
tired.
get tired.
Us also, and
The dynamics.
yeah, that and exactly dynamics.
We
You're
figure
like,
a little bit of dynamics into the set list now. We do have a couple of slower songs in the middle,
yeah,
kind of hidden behind a lot of the high energy songs, so that I have a chance to take a breather for a second as we
Yeah.
go up.
not only that, but for the crowd to take a breather, because you don't want to have like the same fast 4 punk songs in a row.
Yeah.
Whoever's moshing can't tell the difference
Right, yeah.
because it's all back and forth and back and forth. So
Exactly.
you want to switch it up a little.
Yeah. That's neat. But you're looking to book more and get more shows going.
Oh, we always are, yeah. And we're getting some help with that. We're starting to get some help with that. Our friend Lou offered to be our manager, which is awesome.
Take 'em
That's
along.
great.
Yeah.
That is great. Because I was just talking to a friend of mine he's not in this city, but he has a friend he plays with occasionally, who basically plays 4 days a week, 4 nights a week.
Oh wow.
And my friend plays with him one of those days, but he senses that sometimes it can get kind of you can almost do it sleepwalking, and that's the way the audience perceives it. I mean, do you think that would ever occur with you guys? I mean, it's because then at that point you aren't really presenting art. You're repeating what you did the night before.
Absolutely, but I feel that it can get to that point if you just keep playing the same set, you keep going by the same order or timeline that you got things going by, but things happen. I mean, each venue's different. Like we're both in different headspaces each night. I feel like that that kind of lends to some diversity amongst the sound. But I mean, that's why you switch a few songs around as well. Spice things up.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about like a creative standpoint,
Yes.
of like sleepwalking, I would maybe more so look at it as just like walking slower. I'm not asleep. Like I'm just, because I think regardless, like these songs reflect time like a few years ago. It's not like they're no longer true, but like I wrote them a few years ago, so now you're getting them now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing them now, and I'm going to play them for like a minute until I have new feelings to create new songs. So while it certainly will seem slow if you're focusing on one specific artist, as opposed to, because if you like, there's a new song out, there's a new album out every day, I feel like, which is great. But if you focus on one specific artist or songwriter, however the case may be, then yeah, it's gonna look slow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely. Huh.
Do you guys have regular practice every week?
Yeah, we have once a week right now.
Once a week.
So we did that after we came back from tour. We kind of put our foot down and we're like, all right, once a week practice, guaranteed every time.
More like Lou put his foot down.
Lou was like, you should do it once a week practice.
I said,
We're
yes,
like,
sir.
yeah, okay. It wasn't even like a long conversation.
Yeah.
Like, you should do this. We said, okay.
Yeah, this is true.
Fine,
Yeah.
we'll do it. But that's when we started.
How do you practice? In other words, there's some bands that practice, they go through and they hit songs and then they'll stop and go over sections of song. They'll never play the song all the way through, or maybe at the very end. But
The way
how do
we
you
practice?
What's your routine as far as practicing?
Yeah, so typically we will, if one of us thinks that there's a problem song that needs to be worked over, we'll focus on that or focus on certain parts of that.
And play it all the way through, or play parts of it, or
All the way
Iron
through.
out like the one part that we have an issue with, and then when we practice that, we play the entire song. We don't like play just the one part. We play pretty much the entire song.
Yeah, we try to get through the whole set
Yeah,
each practice.
straight through?
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, we do that
Yeah.
maybe 2 times. And if there's ones that we want to work on, we work on those more and then continue with the set.
Mhm.
So it's not like we'll play the whole set and then like go back and reflect. It's after each song we decide like next song or practice that again. Next song, practice that again. We go through the whole
Yeah.
set like that.
And what I've been doing personally, at least, like just trying to figure out, okay, can we do that again? I'm going to try to figure out a different way to perform it. Just try to be energetic, because I think I read it somewhere. I think Linkin Park, I forgot which member, but said something to the effect of, which there's no point in practicing if you're not acting like you're on stage already, And so I was like, oh, okay, sure. So I'm trying to practice more and more like there's a crowd, which kind of helps because he has a lot of dogs and
I do love
roommates.
dogs. Well, there are 2 dogs in my house. One of them is mine. One of them is mine.
Yeah.
But I would take issue with that. In other words, if you're practicing because, like you have an audience, that means, okay, you hit a rocky spot, but you just keep pushing through. I mean, obviously on the stage, you keep pushing through. You don't stop and say, hold up, everyone, hold up. We're gonna run over that. That wasn't quite right.
Now,
Yeah.
I would say if we get to a particularly rocky section, or if somebody completely fumbles the bag, then we'll stop. But if it's like
Yeah.
a slip up here and there, we kind of just play like we're in a performance. And continue.
Yeah.
It's a very much hybrid approach, I would say,
Mhm,
because we don't like dissect the songs and go through it every one, make sure everybody's part is perfect, lines up exactly right, and we don't power through no matter what and take notes at the end. It's a combination, I'd say, of those 2 things, but it's definitely more leaning towards.
Yeah, it's like
Play the
if you
whole
hear
thing.
something, say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
I've heard that before. That's
I think during a performance, chances are we are not going to know as audience members when you screw up unless it's clearly out of tune or just really we're never going to know because we're already we bought a ticket.
You're there for a
We're
good
already
time.
drinking the Kool-Aid. We're like we're expecting you
Yeah.
just to be great, and if you screw up, it's
Everything's on purpose.
Yeah.
Every single
Really?
note's on purpose.
Yeah.
Really.
right.
I've been performing for a long time. That is one thing that
I
That's
learned that this album too.
deep-seated. That is
Yeah, because
deep-seated in my
there's
head.
quite a few tracks on guitar tracks that is on this album that I just mess up, and then they're like, keep it.
It
That
sounds good.
we listen to it back.
Yeah, and I was just, and sometimes it's like
See,
a
I didn't
vocal
notice
mess
that.
up, but
Yeah.
like it's just like, yeah, and it was like, oh, I meant to play this instead. And they're like, keep it. There's one song where I just skip a note simply because I could not play it. You know, that was not an artistic decision.
And even when there is something like she says, we say something to each other, like when we have an issue with like a part or something that might not sound right. But you know, it usually doesn't end up in an argument or anything. Like we usually are pretty even keeled.
Because we're all
like,
on the same page. We all kind of understand what the sound is. And what Rihanna wants the sound to be, ultimately.
Yeah, and if I
So
get
we'll
bored,
keep
I'll
that
start
direction.
an argument over something that's not real.
stupid, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Not
you
usually
like
music,
throw down your
not
instruments
music.
to start to brawl.
No,
With the
we
dogs
appreciate our,
sometimes.
our instruments.
This is WERA 96.7. I think it's 96.7. StageCraft. And we are here with Fake Bodies.
that's crazy.
It was just great because there's probably sometimes when you just want to, you know, count on whoever you're collaborating with, whether it's music or whatever, and it was real fun. But not saying you do that. No. It's a good democracy
We
though,
have,
having three of you.
Yeah, we have
because
like
you can
it's
always
a little
decide on
sibling
something.
ship, a little family.
Yeah. Like, I think it was this year I found out that Ben's eyes are green.
Yes.
You've been part of the band for a
Just
year and a half
realized.
now.
They're more like blue-gray, but like sometimes, yeah, they are green.
Yeah.
When he's feeling envy.
Depends on what you're wearing now. I think.
Maybe it does
That's what
depend.
people think.
I don't keep track.
You change them every day. Change the contacts every day.
Yeah, they're contacts actually.
Exactly. I don't know what you're talking about.
All natural, baby. Let's go.
That's right.
So where next? Where are you going to go next? I mean, creatively, artistically.
Well, yeah, like what's your plans after this?
Well, I mean, you heard us.
We all wanna know.
Yeah, you heard us playing around with this new song. I'm writing things out. I'm showing it to them. You know, we're grooving right now. We don't have any big plans next year. I think Lou said like an estimate or something, but we don't want to talk about that because it might not happen. But I think creatively, at least right now, I'm just, writing songs.
We're sticking with pop punk rock style for a while.
Yeah, focusing on enhancing the live show. Yeah.
This world is really still annoying to live in, so until it gets better, sound probably is going to change.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah. But you're on all the platforms, right? For
Yeah, all of them.
you know,
the
everyone can hear
Spotify, the Amazon, the Apples, and their music.
Good. And they can find you as Fake Bodies.
Yep,
Yeah.
as in bodies that are not real.
Bodies that are not real, for
What
sure.
was the movie that was based on again?
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
No, I want to watch that. Well, it is
It's
a
great.
Halloween.
Yeah.
That's
appropriate.
Check on things. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Maybe we can go for another song after that.
Sure. What do you want to do?
I think he's checking on gravy.
Yeah, I was like, are you checking on the gravy or the
Gravy,
sound levels?
yeah.
He did the sound levels perfectly. He's checking the food, I'm sure.
Probably.
It's done. Come on.
Let's just stay here. We might give it some. But
All right? That'd be awesome. I haven't had
yeah,
dinner
it
yet.
would be.
Came here straight from the vet.
Haven't had
So
dinner
we can pull one out, or you can do make like a tree.
You could do make like a tree.
either. Are you voting that?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Whatever you want to play.
It's up to you though. Like
Yeah, you're the boss, so ultimately it's up to you.
See, I love this pressure.
You're welcome.
I thrive in it.
Yeah, we could do bad bacteria.
Yeah, we could do bad bacteria.
Just to give the people what they want.
Yeah.
or you could do.
I don't know what that is. Oh. Yeah, we could do that. Sure.
Yeah, we can try so
I already like it.
How about I Want to Be in Your Pocket?
Was that the one he played?
Yeah.
I can't tell. I don't play the bass. Well, I do, but I don't.
Yeah, okay.
Ow. Either one. I want to pocket or trapezoid.
I'm gonna be
like your oldest song.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be in your pocket. That'd be cool.
I'm sure that's your preference. Your preference is always the option that isn't trapezoid. Stick that back in there.
Good angle on that thing.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Okay, what's this called?
Yeah, which one is this called? So I know what I'm playing.
I want to be in your pocket.
I want to be in your pocket.
Yes. Why'd you move everything?
Fake bodies.
I had to move because I don't want to hit my own one. You're good.
I forgot the bridge. Okay.
Over and under, does he know how I feel? I've done it again, baby, I'm losing appeal. I'll be on you, I mean with you, till the end. That's how you know I'm a true friend. You see, babe, I wanna be in your pocket. I wanna be in you. I wanna be in your pocket. I wanna be in you. I love the way he walks, but he ain't walking by. I love it so much, I'm gripping on his thigh. Don't you know my favorite place is in your jeans? There is no escape, you can't get rid of me. You see, babe, I wanna be in your pocket. I wanna be in you. I wanna be in your pocket. I wanna be in you.
I wanna be in your pocket. I wanna be in your. I wanna be in your pocket. I wanna be in your.
Just walk on by, baby, walk on by. Just walk on by, come and walk on by, yeah.
Walk on by, baby, walk on by.
Walk with me. Don't you? Tucked in beside your warm waist. In denial, lover in denim blue. Don't you know you look better with me on you? You see, love, I wanna be in your pocket. I wanna be in you. I wanna be in your pocket. I wanna be in you.
I wanna be in your pocket.
I wanna be in you. I wanna be in your pocket. I wanna be in you.
That was good. Oh my god.
These are translating to acoustic way better
Yeah.
than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I can almost hear the tom rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, you get that. I love
I
how we
think
just
an
collectively
actual-
sped up. We were like, all right, yeah, I got
I
it.
think the actual cajon is really what's making me believe now, because it really did not sound good on the back end of an acoustic guitar. It also
Thank
hurt
you.
my hands.
Well, the cajon is probably a little more versatile.
Yes,
It's got more sounds.
Very much so. There
Yeah.
are much more distinct sounds on a cajon than there
Yeah.
are on an acoustic guitar's body.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's purely the placement between the middle and like the top. There's
Yeah, I use my
there's
acoustic
an amount of
guitar.
range there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There is.
I use my acoustic guitar for drums in the demos. Yeah, just be like.
Neat.
Trying to give me a direction of what to
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a seriously catchy song. That really is.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Really. Yeah, it is.
That's a
It's one of my
classic.
break songs.
What do you mean?
As in, instead of playing a very hard punk rock beat the whole time, during what is the choruses,
The verses.
Versus.
when I'm on the cajon just tapping it, I'm just tapping the cymbals very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit of a artistic touch to let
Yeah.
me breathe.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Kevin Taylor. He did the drums on that song in the recording.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Shout out to Pulses.
Yeah.
It's
Where do you
beautiful.
record?
Ooh, wow.
Everywhere.
This. Anyone he takes us. We.
Yeah.
Yeah. I Want to Be in Your Pocket was recorded my friend John DeJarmo's place in Arlington, above Plastic Nancy's. Every other song was recorded at that you've heard so far was recorded at Inner Ear.
Awesome.
Hmm.
That's right. And,
Yeah.
Best studio.
Yes, absolutely. Your practice space. Who gets
Currently,
to host it?
currently my house.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, the dogs, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rent a house with 2 other people, and they tolerate. I also have an electric drum kit I practice on, so that makes things infinitely easier.
Yeah, we get to pet the dogs, play a few chords.
And we don't have to practice at full volume.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds perfect.
It's the perfect convenience space.
Next time you should bring the dog.
I
Yeah.
would
When they're
if she
not,
doesn't have
like,
heartworm.
just
I would.
Having come back from the vet
Yeah.
under medication.
Soon, 3 months, she'll be golden. She'll be a happy puppy again, and we'll be all right.
That's great. What did she have done?
She's got heartworm, so it's a very
Oh.
slow process because it can be delicate.
Yeah.
So basically, just have to keep her restricted, like in the cage for the next 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Not like in the cage, but like right after the treatment, she's got to stay very like immobile and restricted. And then after that, I can walk her a little bit and give her some exercise, but
Yeah.
it's got to be very limited in it. So
Are you going to start giving her the
Poor girl.
pills?
I have to have sedatives for her.
No,
Yeah.
I mean the heartworm medicine.
Yes, well, I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
She would have had to have gotten it before I got her, based on the timing, and the vet said heartworms take 6 months to mature, and I had gotten her at 4 months, and like a couple months in or 3 months in, they're like, "Oh, she has heartworm." I was like, "Oh, great."
Yeah.
That was that's unfortunate.
Hmm.
But she's a rescue, so I guess that comes with the adoption style.
Yeah, it is. And by the way, none of the listeners will know this. Busby died.
Oh, I'm so
Oh.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear
I'm sorry
that.
to
So
hear
sorry.
that.
It's he was 17.
Wow,
You know,
Old
so-
puppy.
what a beautifully long life.
Yep. Yeah.
It's excellent.
He died peacefully.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad
that's
you got
good.
these ones.
Who's the
But-
guardian?
Yeah, every time he walked in, he was there,
He would.
Dude.
keeping watch on the rug.
Yeah. He was probably sleeping more than. Well, we don't have to go in. This is a StageCraft. Come on.
No,
But I'm sorry to hear
tangent
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
tangent
That's
Yeah.
before.
Well,
That's our family.
that's our family. That's our family. Matter of fact, yes.
They are
Yes.
family. Absolutely.
Mhm.
They're
100%.
Hmm.
So, well, we've seen you twice now. We feel like you're family.
Thank
We
you.
want to have you back again.
That's
Thank
excellent.
you.
I'm happy to hear that.
Just fantastic.
We'd love to.
Thanks,
Very
yeah.
fun to hang out with. There's a lot of-
Yeah.
We'll check you out. We'll check your socials. When this airs, people can check their socials and see where you're digging.
Where are you guys on places like Facebook? Can you give them the address?
At Fake Bodies Band on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Face Bodies Band.
fake buddies.
Yes.
At FAKEBODIES
Great.
BAND.
And they can get all those songs there and download. It's downloadable on only the songs?
No, you could stream them.
Stream on Spotify.
You can
yeah.
also
Yeah.
find us on Bandcamp.
Yeah,
Yes.
and pay us or come to a show. Yeah.
We
Yes.
have merch.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do have merch.
Oh,
Mhm.
Is that available on,
CDs.
on Bandcamp or?
Yep.
It is. Yeah. So if you want some merch, you can.
The merch store is open.
fakebodies.bandcamp.com.
all right. Shop.
That's great. That's great. Well, thank you. Fake
Thank you.
Bodies, you have been wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you very much
StageCraft.
for having
Great.
us,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's great. Thank you for playing the songs. They're beautiful. Man, I'm knocked out by I guess it's precision. You guys, you could tell,
Thank
you know,
you.
it really is. It's great in a
Thanks.
sense. It's real
You say
precision.
tight, but that's it. That's the word comes comes to mind. You guys are just completely in sync, and there's no. It's just wonderful, really.
Thank
Happy to
you.
hear that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Don't let it go to your heads.
Never,
Too late.
Never.
Okay.
We're far too self-critical.